Welcome to September. It's Wednesday, September 1st. Ready? Welcome to September. It's Wednesday, September 1st. 2/3 of the month of the year is behind us. It's been moving fast. I'm beginning to look, believe it or not, at Christmas. EPA, other stakeholders examining legal framework for EIAs. This is our little topic today, a big one, on Kaieteur Radio 99.1, 99.5 FM, the National Outlook. And there was this workshop that was executed by the Access to Justice in the Caribbean Project, Impact Justice Project. It is a regional civil society justice sector funded by the Government of Canada. We thank the Canadians for this. And I want to know why we don't have more vibrant, visible, vigorous civil society outfits, entities in this country. But that's not where I'm going today. It is Canada's hope that this development, meaning the examination of legal framework for EIAs, will be sustainable and for generations to come. EIAs are an important tool in ensuring this sustainable development. Environmental impact assessments, they are. And this is what the Canadian High Commissioner Mark Berman had to say, His Excellency Mark Berman. The aim is not to impede development, I agree. No government in its right mind would want to do that. No citizen should. But to predict potential environmental impacts, to predict them, we must be in a position to know where we stand. In the early stages of project planning and design in order to find ways to reduce adverse impacts. To reduce adverse impacts, quite frankly, the High Commissioner went on to say what my thoughts are. Failure to undertake this type of due diligence could result in costly and harmful effects down the road. That's you, that's your children, that's your grandchildren. So I ask myself, why, and I ask you, I put it before you, why has Guyana's Environmental Protection Agency all but unofficially eliminated EIAs, Environmental Impact Assessments? Why have they done so? All but eliminated. I think that's worth repeating, and I've just done so. When EIAs come up, especially in our oil sector, what you hear is the equivalent of no, it's not needed, no, it's not necessary. Well, I think it's needed, and I think it's necessary, and I think a whole lot of Guyanese would think so, especially with this oil, especially with Robert Beer and his analysis presented in The Guardian and carried by Kaieteur News, that we really ought to be concerned about protecting our environment, but protecting our own welfare, which we spoke about on Monday to open the week, and to have our EPA hold Exxon's feet to the fire and to do what is just by us. I don't think it has been doing that. It's essentially rubber stamp what Exxon has put before it, and there in the process endangers us. I think we need to be honest with ourselves, and we need to be frank, and we need to be fearless in what we have to say about this. EIAs are necessary. They must not become so burdensome that for every time you blink your eye, turn a screwdriver, put up a building, that you need an EIA. But when the circumstances necessitate that we have to have such, then we should. EIAs are necessary for, I would think, many Exxon projects. Many of the materials that have to be stored, hazardous. Many of the factories that are going on. So that we can get a better hand, we can put our arms around what this new life, this new way of living that comes before us. I see there's been the appeal board for the EPA is going to listen to what was raised to their level, the appeal board, from Coverton, some plant that was going up there. I think we spoke about that a while back. So here is where I stand. The Canadian government has done something good. Let's get it on. Let's reap the benefits. Let's put things into practice. Until tomorrow, GHK Lal on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. This was